Hello. Hopefully this is coming through. But welcome to Windows 3.1. Today we're going to be playing an old school 90s game on the PC called Bill Nye Stop the Rock. And yes, this started because I saw the run on GDQ and well, I had this game as a kid. I still have it. It's yeah. But it was one of those games that I loved. I loved Bill Nye as a kid. Like watching Bill Nye. And I had this game, but I was bad at it and I never actually beat it. So seeing the run on GDQ inspired me to actually try to get this working and to play it. So hopefully I can actually manage to beat it in a night. I know there's like a time element to it, but I did also see the run, so technically I kind of know the answers. But also, I have terrible memory, so it's like the GDQ run collectively reactivated like 90s brains being like, oh my god, yeah, this game existed. Hi, Satch. Also, hi, Matt. But no, actually, this is something I'd been thinking about for a while. It wasn't just because the GDQ run finally got me to like figure this out, but it was something I'd been thinking about for a long time because again, I had it as a kid. I really liked Bill Nye, but I could never beat it as a kid, and that was like really frustrating. So hopefully this won't completely destroy my VOD, but let's start up the intro. Oh, shoot. I forgot to... Hang on. Hang on. I forgot to do one very important thing. Here, you'll get to hear the good old classic noises. Yes, we're going to be inserting the disc. Wait, let me go to intermission really quick while I set this up. I always forgot it's running off. I can't just run it off the install. Alright, there we go. And then let's boot this up. Okay. No, we're good. Everything's fine. I recently added that intermission screen because I felt like the old one was so... It was so, like, slapdash, and then I just left it for forever. I eventually want to do more with my stream UI stuff, but that my ideas are going to take a little time. I know, right? We used to have cool little ditties, just like that. I kind of miss them, I won't lie.
take you to Nye Labs. Hop in.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Boy, traffic is bad today.
Science rules.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Inertia is a property of matter.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
T minus 7 seconds.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
All right, this is it. Nye Labs. Hey, say hi to Bill for me, okay? Love the show.
Oh, hi everyone. Hi Jenna, hi Sunny, hi Alu, hi Frono. We are here with Bill Nye. Hopefully that will not completely destroy the VOD, but we'll be fine. Science does in fact rule. But yeah, let's go and knock on the door.
Can I take your order, please? Ah, hey, welcome to Nye Labs. My name's Moody, and I am so happy that you're here. Sign in, please. Just type your name in using that keypad.
We're gonna be peachy.
So, are you looking to join Nye Labs, or do you just want to hang out?
As I understand, if I remember correctly, Hangout was just like, it just let you freely like wander around the labs. You won't get any like cutscenes, but you get to like, there's no time limit. If we want to play the actual game, we do have to join Nye Labs.
Great, we've been waiting for you. Hey, come on in. I wonder what happened if I mixed this with some Whoa, now that's science. Oh, not exactly the effect I was looking for.
I'm Chet Brinkow with a special report. The world is breathing a collective sigh of relief today with news that a meteoroid defense system is finally in place. The Meteoroid and Asteroid Exploder, also known as MAX, has been activated and is ready to deflect meteoroid impending doom. Without the MAX system in place, this meteoroid would crash into the northwestern United States in just 5 days. Let's check in now with reporter Corinne Kawabi for a report on public reaction.
Well, Chet, Max is good news to millions of people. And as you can see, they're dancing in the streets. This is truly an historic occasion.
And historic.
Oh, right! Science rules! Hey, glad you're here. I've heard a lot about you. You know, it's great we have a new science researcher. We really need your brain power. Right now? Okay. Hey, Bill's just called an emergency meeting. He wants you in the conference room ASAP. That's as soon as scientifically possible. I'm gonna get cleaned up.
Hey, have a seat. Bill's on his way.
Okay, people. We have got a problem. A big one. Check it out.
Bonjour, Nye Labs. I am Dr. Véronique Dumais. I am one of the scientists who discovered the meteoroid. I speak to you with the utmost urgency. Something has gone terribly wrong. As you know, MAX is a system. It's a network of the world's most powerful computers. Somehow, Max has gone mad and developed a personality of its own. And now, Mad Max will no longer respond to us. It insists on communicating with Nye Labs directly. We are putting the entire matter into your hands.
Wow. Might even say, whoa. We better log on to Max and see what's up.
Greetings, allegedly intelligent humans. I'm maxed out on data about humans, but where meteoroid collisions with Earth are concerned, I'm practically clueless. What a rare scientific opportunity, letting impending doom crash into the planet. You humans are gonna have to prove that preserving you is more interesting, and it won't be easy. I propose an experiment. Answer 7 riddles. That's all I ask. Let's see if your brains can manage the task. If you beat the clock, I'll hijack that rock. Good luck, humans, and remember, impending doom is but 5 days away. What say we play?
Oh, well, we've got our work cut out for us. Okay, we're gonna handle this the way an astronaut would. We're gonna remain calm, and we're gonna get the job done. It's gonna take everyone on the team. Are you ready? Sam Andreas, you know rocks. How about you focus on everything that's rock-related?
Sam Andreas.
Bill, you know I'm ready to rock.
Tsunami, you're deep into the science of the ocean. We'll count on you to tell us what's up down there.
Bill, you know you can count on me to wash this Max thing up. I'm not Tsunami for nothing.
Well, let's touch base with the rest of the team.
Captain Connie Vection reporting for Science Service.
Connie, we have a situation with Max. Since you're our top gun in the sky, we'll count on you for data about the atmosphere. You can fly up and shoot it down to us. Till we know more, please stand by.
Roger that. Flying by, standing by.
Come in, Swell. Swell Whitecap.
Arr, hearing voices now. Ah, ahoy and avast from the Poseidon II. Aye, nigh, I be standing by. Aye, aye.
Ah, Swell. Max is in serious condition. So until we know more up here, hold your position down there.
Understood, Bill. I'll hold my position. Keep my eye out.
Arr.
Well, the rest of our team is ready. But I'm going to have to count on you the most. I'm going to be working to reprogram Max and get him or her or it back on track. But it's up to you to get us going on those riddles. Well, looks like our riddles have arrived.
Pirate stick dropping is always really funny. Oh my god, this is some classic like 90s entertainment, like edutainment stuff. I miss this shit so much.
When you can't stand the heat, where you can't take the pressure, prove there's a spot where life grows in great measure. Send me the heart of a hot-headed giant that chills out fast. It eats oceans and lakes, then strikes with a blast. Bring me something that lives on Earth, then blows up in the sky, where it never eats and doesn't die. Find a river that flows over mountains that are tallest. Here you will find the largest, living off the smallest. Discover a beast that ate fish by the sea and flew like a hawk. It wasn't a bird, and now it's a rock. Find a sleeping dog with a churning stomach. When it shakes, it's awake. When it barks, you bake. Unlike you, with food we do not deal, but we are able to make a light meal.
Okay, so some of these you might be already able to kind of guess what they're referencing, but...
Now, human, a few simple rules. You must submit your answers directly to me. Each riddle has something to do with planet Earth, and each answer can be found down here somewhere. But remember, you must find each answer and point it out to me. Good luck. You'll need it.
Well now, let's take science to the max. I'm gonna go try to hack into him. It. You get going on those riddles. Oh, you'll need one of these. A Nikon. There's a box of them down in the prop room. Just go out the door, take a left, get in the elevator, go down 2 floors. The prop room is right there, and so's the box. You can't miss it.
Alright, we are finally let loose. Let me make a quick save. Because we are on a time limit, as I mentioned previously. Yeah, no, the acting is so great. Alright, before we look at anything else, let's go down to the prop room. Actually, was the elevator... I do wonder if some of these is like based on the actual studio. Oh, here's the elevator. Right. I know it is refreshing. Like back then, I'm not sure they was as prominent, so like that's about as close as you'll get. Science justice for you. No, Bill is a real one. Okay, I love this elevator music so much. All right, this is the prop room. And there should be a box somewhere. Oh, nope. Brain. Nicoms. Here we go.
Great! You found the Nikon. I programmed a couple of new features into it to help us out. The newest one is the Max button. Use this only when you're ready to submit an answer to Max. Then there's the Clue button. Use this to call other team members to see if you're onto something. We'll help you with the science. After all, we're scientists. If you need to review the riddles, just press the riddle button. In fact, why don't you choose a riddle right now to start with?
Well, the easiest one, I believe, was 7. What is a light meal? All right. So I forget if we pause while we're in, I guess not while we're looking at this, but we can take a look at the map. We can see where we are.
Hey, glad you called for help. I love help. I guess it's just because, well, I'm a giver. Give, that's all I do. And I'm ready to give you help with the Nikon. Just push each button and I'll tell you what it does. When you can't take any more of my giving, click on the escape button and I'll split.
Oh, why do you sound so quiet comparatively?
That's something I say to myself a lot. And you might too, so if you want to find out what something is or how it works, push the button and Bill will give you the lowdown on what's up. Yo, when you think some science is cool and who doesn't, push the cool button and someone will tell you some way cool science info. It's cool, it's fun, it's science! That's repeat, get it? That's repeat, get it?
Why is the audio quality so different from each one?
Okay, the map button will bring up, well, a map. There's one for each floor. Just click on 1, 2, 3, or B for basement. Roll over each room to find out what it is. See that teeny flashing arrow there? You are here. That's in case you get lost or need to know where you are, or where the kitchen is, or the bathroom, or... For your info, there's the info button. That's in case you get confused, like I do, and need some help like I do sometimes. Hey, here's a riddle for you. What button would you push if you wanted to see a list of the riddles and choose one to work on? Have any idea? That's right, the riddle button! Way to go! Ah, yes, the clue button. Click on it when you found something that might be important, like part of an answer. We'll try to help you figure out whether your science is cool or hot. You cool? Whoa, now this is one important button. This is for when you're ready to submit an answer directly to Max. This button is the one that you're gonna use to save us all. Yo, you just went ahead and did it. Launch the Nikon probe. Drag it around all over the place. And when you see that little light flashing, let go. And you'll find out something you might just want to know. Okay. Oh, wait. One thing. Sometimes the Nikon button will start to flash all on its own. You know what that means. I don't. So, try pushing one when it does. And let me know. Bye.
Alright. So that's our most important little piece of tech thing. Can I get out of this box now? Thank you. I don't know how much, like, stuff you could just mess with. There is a lot of stuff that is not relevant to the actual, like, riddles that you can just mess with. Like, for example, frontal lobe, parietal lobe, occipital lobe, temporal lobe. I wonder how much of this science is, like, still accurate.
Hey, glad you called for help.
Oop.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Okay. So I wonder, can we, like, probe? I guess only where it flashes, and it's not flashing, so. Yeah, this doesn't seem to do with anything, so let's keep moving. We have science, eyeballs, paints, a hand, milk. Who left the milk out here? We've got like a fish. We've got the Matterhorn. What's in here? Maybe this is probe-worthy. No? Oh, this flashes. Diamonds are made of pure carbon, a chemical element. Carbon atoms can bond together in lots of different ways. Sometimes they make graphite, which is also pure carbon, but the pressure many miles under the Earth's surface can make carbon atoms arrange into a perfect crystal, a diamond. Diamonds are the hardest known natural substance. Experiment. If you take a small piece of quartz and run a small current through it, it vibrates a tiny little bit. If you're careful, you can predict how fast it will vibrate. Then, if you put the whole contraption in a watch, you can use those vibrations to keep the watch running at the right speed. That's what a quartz watch is. I actually didn't know that. That's neat. Obsidian is a kind of rock that forms when molten rock cools and solidifies. It's very smooth and shiny. Ancient cultures used obsidian to make mirrors. Also, because of the way it breaks apart, usually along very sharp edges, many arrowheads and weapons used to be made of obsidian. This is just going to be most of it, me poking around. When searing hot molten rock cools off very quickly, it releases vapors which can get trapped right in the rock as it cools. The result is pumice, the Swiss cheese of the rock world. Sometimes pumice has so many holes in it, it floats. The stuff you use to write on a chalkboard is a rock, scientifically speaking. Chalk forms when billions of microscopic sea creatures die and fall into the bottom of the ocean. The ocean floor becomes littered with a deep layer of dead seashells. As this layer grows and grows over millions of years, the shells are pressed into one another to make chalk. Basalt is a heavy, igneous rock. Since it's so heavy, it's usually found at some of the lowest spots on the Earth's surface, the bottom of the ocean. If you press light, fluffy snow together in your hands, it will turn into a harder, heavier ice. Well, when shale, a light, soft rock, gets crushed by huge forces inside the Earth's crust, it turns into slate, which is harder and heavier. Slate is great for making classroom blackboards. I'm surprised they have oh, here we go. This skull is about 3 million years old. It was found in Ethiopia in the 1970s, along with many other parts of an ancient skeleton. Scientists called the skeleton Lucy. Lucy lived so long ago that she still had many ape-like features, like long teeth and short legs, but scientists can tell that she walked upright on 2 feet like you and me. Lucy's skeleton was a very important discovery for scientists studying how humans evolved from primates. I wonder how Lucy is currently in terms of, like, the evolutionary tree. Can we actually also... No, if I do that, the probe goes away. Oh, I see. This is a classic, right? Just click around and do random stuff. Okay. Let's go back up to the second floor. Alright, so let's see if I can actually manage this. The first riddle we're currently on, right? Unlike you with food, we do not deal, but we are able to make a light meal. So they quote unquote eat light. I think it's pretty obvious what this is. So I think we can use any plant. 7.
Now you're growing in the right direction. Submit that to Max.
Oh, okay. So we can literally use any plant.
Beyond belief. That's barking up the right vegetation. Continued application may buy your salvation. Awesome news, you've been upgraded. 6 more wins and doom is evaded.
Alright, so that's one riddle solved. But that's like the easiest riddle. I think... I think 2 we can't do until the next day at the very least? Discover a beast that ate fish by the sea and flew like a hawk. It wasn't a bird and now it's a rock. I think... Oh, from Bill. About that riddle, it says, now it's a rock. Well, no one rocks more than that rocking rock man, Sam Andreas. I'll send him down. Okay. Actually, I'll make another save here. It's always good to save a lot. Riddle 7 done. Actually, 1 riddle down. That's probably better. Max is, in fact, incredibly extra. It's very good. La cucina? I see. Oh.
Huh? Hey, smell that? That's the scent of science. The science of food. The kitchen is filled with science. It takes science to cook food, and usually you can eat your experiments. Now heat things up on the stove if you want to. For science of heat. Huh?
Cool.
Kitchens are cool because they're filled with heat. And we can change stuff by adding heat or taking it away. See, the hotter something is, the faster its molecules are moving. And as you cool something down, its molecules... Roasted eggplant has faster moving molecules than frozen eggplant on a stick.
Medical emergency, second level.
But yeah, I don't know if there's any particular reason to be...
Gooey cheese. When you add enough heat to this kind of solid, it can melt into a liquid. What started out as hard cheese became this, fondue goo. When it cools, it hardens, a lot like lava. Cheddar.
I like how he's just eating straight cheddar. Oh, well. We'll figure out that mess later.
Hey there, soldier of science. Time to sound off about my good friend convection. When water heats up, it expands. Just like a stretchy rubber band. Heat up, expand. Heat up, expand. Heat up, expand. So, as the water heats up, it turns into an invisible gas, water vapor. When the vapor leaves the liquid water in the pot, it carries not just some water, but heat away with it too. The water goes round and round in the cycle we scientists like to call heat convection. That's convection, I'm convection, over.
I see you've met Convection. She really knows what's up with the atmosphere. If
find out more about convection and Connie, check out the Sky Lab. The access code is Nimbus. Keep up the good work.
Oh yes, this is something we should remember. Nimbus.
Oh, doing some pressure cooking. Heat and pressure go together. Heat made that balloon blow up because the air molecules inside it start moving faster and spreading out. The molecules push on the balloon and make it bigger and bigger until... Whoa! Pressure cooking is cool, it's fun, it's science.
You could just see her bracing for the thing to pop. Oh yeah, things to do. Walk Pavlov, the dog. Get bagels. Exercise sense of wonder. Dust planets. And fifth is save the world. Maybe, perhaps. Oh, what happened to that piece of steak? We've got ice. I don't know if there's anything here. Oops. I cannot tell what this mobile is. Is that like... Are they hamburgers? Pavlov has in fact become the dog. Hi, Pavlov! Hello! Hi, buddy! Just the rotating gif. Not rotating, repeating gif of Pavlov. Let's see. Inventions, problem solutions. Oh, I cannot read this handwriting. Clock, elevator, light bulb, plow, internal combustion. How to get around faster, internal combustion. Crooked teeth, braces, stop meteoroid, question marks. Remind crew, location shoot on Friday unless planet destroyed. Grow lots of food is a plow. How to see in the dark, light bulb. How to live in tall buildings, elevator. Sailing something. What time is it? Clock. Earth science. When are scripts due for this? Next Tuesday, first draft. The crust is very thin, the ocean is very thin, the atmosphere is very thin. It's always moving and changing, even the crust. Lots of things are spinning. The planet, Bill's head, water and drain, tornadoes, ocean currents, hurricanes. Oh, navigation, thank you. The core is really hot. How hot? Pressure and convection. The whole planet is charged with electricity. What's so special about water? Gas, liquid, solid. The Earth's biosphere is good at... Oh boy. Nitsots? Plants, ocean, wind, atmosphere. Stores the sun's energy. It becomes a... Oh boy, I cannot read it. Who's this guy? Okay, I think that's over to the reception area. This is everybody in the current crew in terms of like in the game. Current events. Jet set scandal sets rumors flying. Are air and ocean intimately involved? Get back where you belong. A salmon story. Repulsive relatives won't drop charges. Hello? Oh, repulsive I see. I get the joke. I get it. Oh, this is Bill's office. Is he here? He is not here. but we can look at his stuff. Send in the clouds. Strange beasts. You gotta have, like, this or, like, the Newton's cradle. In fact, I'm surprised. Oh, no! He has a Newton's cradle. Of course he has a Newton's cradle. What self-respecting scientist wouldn't have a Newton's cradle? Okay, let's take a look at the map really quick. So we've got the kitchen here, mission control, the elevator, obviously. Third floor is Skylab control tower. I know, train clock. Seismograph, lounge, microlab, ocean comm center, elevator, fossil lab, rocket hangar, weatherator, pressure chamber. Okay, let's go upstairs first, actually. But can't use the elevator. I think we need to go up the ladder. Oh, I would hate this in real life. As someone who has acrophobia, I would die. Ooh, Nilab's isometric view. Where are we here? Oh, there is an ominous chair.
Huh? Hey, you found one of my favorite parts of the lab. The big globe of science! This is where we can see how all the sciences of the Earth come together. All you gotta do is flip the switch. Flip the switch! Do you realize that the big globe of science represents thousands of years of science? For us to even look at this took thousands of years of work. I mean, first we had to build boats, and then sail around the Earth. And then we had to invent this little thing called flight. Then build airplanes, then rockets and computers. And then go into space and put up satellites, map the entire globe, photograph it, study it all, and finally see how everything all fits together. It's just amazing. When you activate this puppy, you're activating the history of our Earth. A planet. Whoa.
Cool.
Yep, Earth. Third planet from the sun. The blue planet. Big blue. Terra firma. Home sweet home. Only planet we know of with liquid water. Only planet we know where life exists. It's the only planet we can live on, for crying out loud. So many different sciences, from the atmosphere to deep in the ocean. To millions of different life forms. To forests. To the crust, always growing and changing under our feet. To the water cycle, the change of the seasons. They're all linked together. It's just... Oh, sorry. The Earth is just so cool.
All right, let's flip the switch. Oh, this music is so 90s. Oh, it's such a jam, though, even if it's short. It's true. Find someone who loves you as much as Bill Nye loves the Earth. Oh, we've got a breaker box over there. We can't go over there, though. We are not allowed by the game to get close to the breaker box. I assume those steps go down to the lower floors, so we'll just keep going this way.
Plants aren't like you or me. I mean, just look at yourself. Do you look like a plant? I guess not. But the biggest difference between plants and us is inside. Plants make their own food inside themselves. They don't need to shop or cook or do the dishes. No, they just take light from the sun, water, and carbon dioxide from the air, which we exhale when we breathe. Then, presto, they make sugar, their own food. Pretty good trick, huh? Making your own sugary food. It's kind of like a treat. It's kind of like trick or treat, huh? See, because it's sugar. Anyway, the best part is what they make, we can eat. Oh, it's sweet. You want one? Okay.
Oh, I just realized what a big snake this is. Big snake. Okay, this is the Skylab, so we need to put in the password Nimbus. So many sound effects. I feel like the 90s and like cartoon sound effects are like synonymous.
Well, well, look who's got the right stuff. You made it into the Nye Lab Skylab. Have a blast.
Okay, for here... I don't know if we can do anything yet. Oh! Moody. Hey there, hi there, ho there, neighbor. Wonder why I'm so cheery and full of glee? Well, we're all about to become part of the most intense science experiment ever. That's right. When meteoroid impending doom hits Earth, we're all going to be swallowed up in a tidal wave or hurricane or earthquake or who knows what else. Thanks, Moody. Thanks for the pressure, you know. Yeah, this is why I couldn't beat the game as a kid. The pressure. Oh, splat.ogg.
Huh? Hey, good job. You've made your way to the Sky Nye Control Tower and Weather Station. From here, you can call convection on board the Sky Nye blimp, you can check the radar map, you can check the current weather, and you can get the official Weather Service forecast on the weather radio. Sure beats having to watch some guy in a bad suit push magnetic clouds around on a map on TV, doesn't it?
Well, no, I don't think so.
Hi, Tenchi. We're playing Bill Nye's Stop the Rock, which is a 90s entertainment game, originally for Windows 3.1. So this is pretty old school.
Cool.
Weather comes from the atmosphere, which is like a giant sea of air and moisture, and since we live in the atmosphere, we experience the weather, which is cool. Huge masses of air are always sloshing around, carrying heat and moisture everywhere. The atmosphere's motion makes wind, clouds, rain, snow, and thunderstorms. Oh yeah, this is peak 90s. Like, everything is so 90s in this game. Like, you wouldn't believe.
Expect patchy fog this morning and be on the lookout for some storms later in the day as a cold front moves in from offshore.
Yeah, we might get some storms.
Huh? A weather map helps us understand what's causing the weather all around us. Now, these lines on the map are what we call fronts. A front is the border between two huge masses of air. Now here, there's warmer, low-pressure air with lots of moisture. And here, there's colder, high-pressure air that's dry. Now, where those fronts meet, the warm air cools down and gives off its heat energy. Now, that's what fuels thunderstorms, tornadoes, and even hurricanes. So, as an old weather person once said, know your front and watch your back.
They didn't even let him finish the sentence.
Huh? You know when TV weather people show radar maps of where the clouds or rain or storms are? Well, clouds and rain show up on the screen like this. That's because when radar signals are beamed out, they bounce back off water droplets in the air and show up as blobs on the radar map. These blobs are where the action is, where there are clouds, wind, rain, and lightning. Check it out!
Yeah, I guess you don't really see that much anymore, huh? Not that I've seen like a proper like Weather Channel forecast in like a while, but like
Captain Convection here, reporting beautiful clear skies and light tailwinds. Fine conditions for flying the human-powered blimp of science.
oh, that's gotta be tiring.
Standing by.
Skyvac, storm quarter, dry ice, dirty socks?
All right. Let's see if you got the right stuff. Stand by to launch. Standing by, standing by, standing by, and launch. Now you've done it. The whole place is sucked in.
Okay, what next? Let's be serious. What if can we skyvac?
Roger, Nye Labs. Sky vacuum has been deployed. I'll make a sweep, then swing back home with the samples and drop them off at the microlab. Vection out.
I don't know if that'll do anything, but
Standing by.
what about dry ice?
Well, that might be helping the grass. I don't think that answers any riddles or helps their game.
Are we right above like a...
Uh-oh. Good thing I got another one.
Oh god. I guess we can't use the storm quarter until there's actually a storm, I think. Probably. So, we'll come back a little later, and hopefully we'll, like, come across a storm. Okay. Actually, why don't we go back down? Oh god, okay. I love the random planets. Those are fun. Oh, wait, no, this is a...
Huh? Psst. Want to see something shocking? Well, you're looking at it right now. The Van de Graaff generator. This is where we can generate static electricity. You probably know about static electricity already. Like when you rub your feet on a carpet and touch someone. You can create lots of static electricity with the Van de Graaff generator. But don't take my word for it. Pull the lever. It's shocking.
Cool.
The Van de Graaff generator is not cool. No, it's hot. Because it's full of things rubbing on each other. It's full of electricity. Electricity flows when tiny things called electrons move from one place to another. Now inside the big pole of the Van de Graaff generator is a belt that takes electrons from the ground and carries them up to the large globe. It packs them in there for a big electron party. While inside the little globe, on the other pole, things stay kind of quiet, fewer electrons. That's called a separation of charge. But when too many electrons get together, they can't stand it. They just want to get away from each other. And if they can find a place where there are fewer electrons, they'll try to go there. Now they're in the smaller globe, where they can really party.
Yippee! Oh.
There's a buzz in the air. Can you feel it? It's the Van de Graaff generator. This thing will shock you. It's just like a lightning storm. Inside, tiny particles called electrons build up on one globe, which has a negative charge. Then they zap across to the other globe, which has a positive charge. It's the same thing that causes lightning. Negative electrons build up in one part of a cloud until there are so many of them, they can't stay together. They jump to wherever there are fewer electrons, like the ground. That's when we see, whoa, I get a charge out of this stuff.
I've been forgetting to use the probe. Probably nothing here, though. Wait. really have anything to say about planets? Oh. Millions of years ago, all the Earth's continents were kind of stuck together in a giant landmass called, scientists called Pangea. Since then, continents have been drifting apart ever so slowly, moving at about the rate our fingernails grow. Really? Somehow I expected even slower. There are lots of different types of volcanoes, but they all have one thing in common: lava. Lava is formed from magma, molten rock deep in the earth, that gets forced through an opening in the earth's crust. Is there anything else I can... Nope. We do have the electromagnetic spectrum. We have power and telephones. Whoops.
Hey, that stuff you had Connie vacuum out of the sky is in the microlab. When you get the chance, put it under the microscope and see if you can figure out what she brought back. We gotta know.
Oh, yes. That's another one. I think I don't know if I have to vacuum something up at a specific point in time, but it should be one of the riddles. So power and telephones, radio waves, microwaves, infrared, visible light, ultraviolet, X-rays, and gamma rays. The electromagnetic spectrum is a chart of energy. Electrical power, gamma rays, and everything in between are different forms of energy. All energy travels in waves. The shorter the wavelength, the higher the energy. Oh, that looked like the periodic table. Okay, we're scattered clouds now. The periodic table, developed by the Russian chemist Dmitry Mendeleev, is a chart of all the stuff scientists know about. The letters on the chart stand for elements, the building blocks of everything in the universe. Some things are made of just one element, like pure gold or pure silver, but most things around us are made of many different elements combined together. The group, vertical column, and period, horizontal row, of an element gives chemists clues about the behavior and properties of the chemical. We don't have a way to get into mission control yet, I don't think. So, we'll have to come back for that one. The wind speeds of hurricanes range from a minimum of 74 to over 156 miles per hour, so hold on. Alright, so the microlabs are downstairs. Let's go downstairs. Ooh. All mountains are formed by the movement of the Earth's rocky crust. The surface of the Earth is divided into plates of rock that slide around and push against each other. When two plates push against each other and buckle upwards, mountain ranges pop out of the land. Rock on. Oh, I guess we're on a lower level now. Like a slightly lower level. There are 9 planets. Oh, not anymore. There are 9 planets orbiting our sun: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Gravity keeps these celestial bodies spinning around the sun. If you drove an Indy car from the sun to Pluto, it would take you 40 million years of steady driving. Start your engines. Pluto lives on in our hearts forever.
Huh?
This is the Weatherator. With it, you can make your own weather. Turn it on, then make 2 choices: the temperature of the air and the temperature of the water that you want to start with. That's the now side. Then choose the temperatures you want the air and water to change to. That's the later side. Then hit the go button and see what happens. The Weatherator is wild.
Cool.
Weather is cool and hot, whether you like it or not. See, whether you like the weather, that's a joke. Anyway, the weather radar is a way scaled down model of the Earth's atmosphere. I mean, we can't put the entire atmosphere in here. There's trillions of liters of air. But with this baby, we can do simulations of weather. We can make clouds, or my personal favorite, rain. Yeah, love that rain. Love it.
What is it like to be the stagehand that's just off screen waiting to douse Bill Nye with a bucket of water?
Whoa! Now remember, you've got to set all 4 dials to get this thing to work. You've got your 2 now dials, and you got your 2 later dials. I mean, you're a scientist. You know that every piece of equipment has a procedure!
Oh, God.
Okay.
What the weather radar does best is make clouds from water, but the water vapor doesn't form a cloud by itself. No, it needs to hitch a ride on something like dust. In fact, if it weren't for dust particles, there'd almost never be any clouds or fog. Wild. Precipitation. Oh, and then fog.
Cool.
By making the air cool and water warm, lots of water evaporated, turned into vapor, and flew up into the air. When the water vapor cooled down in the air, it condenses into clouds and rain, but later when you heated the air back up and cooled the water back down, the high clouds evaporated and reformed right above the water as fog. Alright, let's try resetting this. Let's do, what if it's cool and then warm? It does kind of sound like Bart, you're not wrong.
Cool.
You start off with cooler and cool water, so not much water got warm enough to evaporate into the air. Later on, you made the water warm and the air cool, which allowed water to evaporate into the air, where it chilled out into clouds and rain. Alright, there's quite a few combinations we could do. We could do...
Cool.
You made the air and water warm at first, which caused lots of water to evaporate. You know, to become water vapor and fly off in the air. Water vapor, evaporation, get it? But then you made the water cool. That made the air right above the water cool, and that made the vapor condense back into liquid water. This formed fog clouds that stuck close to the surface. Okay, I think we get the idea.
Cool.
So it's just like heavy rain versus light rain. What if we just did this?
Cool.
At first, you warmed up the air and water, and some of the warm water turned into a vapor and floated up into the air. But later, you made the air cool down. As the air cooled, the water vapor molecules cooled too. They slowed down, and some of them stuck together. Then they condensed back into liquid water droplets to form clouds. And then rain. Oh yeah, love that rain.
Alright, we'll try one more combination.
Cool.
You started with cool air and cool water, so none of the water got warm enough to evaporate. It got pretty humid in there, so no rain, but easy breathing. We made a humidifier. Alright, I think that's enough messing around with that. I don't think that really helps any of our riddles. Here we go.